Let's talk about the Denver DA's race.
Let's. John Walsh has won that race. Leora Joseph has conceded the race to the former U.S. attorney under the Obama administration. This is John Walsh's second run for Denver DA. He ran 20 years ago, but this is a resounding win over Leora Joseph. An interesting race that didn't exactly split along traditional ideological lines for a Democratic primary. Both had some progressive and some more centrist or right-leaning endorsers, but John Walsh, the clear choice of Democratic primary voters. No Republican is running in the general election. Kelly Rinke has been covering this race for us, and she is standing by with Denver Mayor Mike Johnston, who did not endorse in the race, but showed up at Walsh's victory party to speak.
Yes, showed up just a little bit ago before John Walsh made his victory speech. Mayor Mike Johnston joining us. Thank you so much. So you didn't formally endorse John Walsh, but you decided to come to his party. No formal endorsement.
I did not endorse this race. I think for me, I'm here because one of the most important issues Denver faces is public safety, and we know to be successful at this, we need a great partnership with the next district attorney to make sure we're aligned on how we both enforce the laws, keep people safe, and give people access to other alternatives to criminal justice. And so we want this to be a great partnership, and excited for it to launch tonight.
So if Leora Joseph had one, would you have shown up to her party?
Yeah, I'm going to be there to work with whoever the right partner was. I think we are really excited about John. I've worked with him in the past. I know what his beliefs are and his commitments, and I think he can do a great job in this role. And he's aligned, I think, to our vision for a vibrant, affordable, and safe Denver. And so we're ready to get to work on how we can make that a reality, and I think this is a great opportunity for the city.
John Walsh ran on a different platform than Leora Joseph. He wasn't on the big change platform. He said he wanted to get into the office and see what was working, what was not working. But is there something that the Denver DA's office is not doing when it comes to prosecuting crimes that you think we need to do better at?
I mean, for me, I have not engaged directly in the race or the politics, the policy. What we want is someone from the mayor's office who can be a partner in us thinking about how do we enforce on crimes that we know are causing real issues around the city, and how do we get people who are stuck in a cycle of the criminal justice system, get them out and into treatment. I think he can be a good partner on both for us, and so that's what we want for the road ahead. We think he can be the great one to get that done.
One of his key topics was addressing youth violence.
Yes.
How do you think Denver can be better about doing that when it comes to prosecuting
Yeah, we
crimes
rolled out a
involving
big
youth?
set of priorities this summer. We started with the Mayor's Youth Employment Program, which is focused on getting 1,000 young people to work this summer to get them out of the criminal justice system and into progressive and productive work. We also think there's a good chance to be able to focus on early intervention on young people before they get into the criminal justice system. And so we know youth violence is an issue. We have a comprehensive approach. We want to work with the school district, with the city, and with the DA's office to make sure we align on that. And this is a great chance for us to start.
So do you think it's more about focusing on diversion programs rather than, prosecuting youth?
We think it's both. We know there are places where folks have committed crimes or been violent in the city, they have to be held accountable. And in places where people who've made one bad decision, but they have the path to get a chance to get themselves on the right path, we want to help them do that. And it takes a combination of firmness and fairness, and we think that John's the right partner to get that done. Now that he's here, we want to help him.
One more question. We're also at the watch party for Cecilia Espinoza. I feel like Denver voters are sending a clear message that they are, supporting the more candidates that have that more moderate position rather than the far left candidates. What would you say the message is tonight?
Yeah, I did not endorse in that race, but I do think what we believe is the city wants progressive and pragmatic solutions on hard problems. I think we've done that on homelessness, we've done it on migrants, with a path to on public safety. And I think the city's looking for partners that are doing the same things we're doing around focusing on the hard problems, delivering solutions, and not caring who comes to the table to work on it. And I think they're tired of people that are spending more time fighting each other than fighting the problems. We're ready to fight the problems.
Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey guys, back to you.
Kelly Rinke, thank you for that. Excellent work in that interview. We should acknowledge, by way of a disclaimer, that the mayor's wife is a longtime employee in the Denver DA's office.
Yes, she's a prosecutor.
Yeah, she's a prosecutor, not elected.
Does a lot of crimes against children and domestic violence cases.
Yeah, her boss, DA McCann, endorsed John Walsh. Obviously would have put the mayor in a sticky situation if he had endorsed, but just so you got that.